clearly a fundamental aspect of the success this past year was the teachers. As you onboard new schools, what do you recommend to them as far as preparing for a successful launch and setting the culture to really use roadmaps in a way that supports, tier one instruction and also integrates it with tier two?
Yeah. Um, I always ask a few simple questions. I'm like, do you guys want all your students to be proficient on a state exam? And that's, usually a yes. If it's a no, I'll be like, oh, let's go to my office and just check in real quick. Um, and then I said, well, if I told you if students complete and master two skills a week, or if students complete two skills a week and do so every week until the end of the school year, if I told you that they're basically guaranteed to pass, would you want to implement a program like that? And it's like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I, right? It's like, great. This is the program. After they take the diagnostic, it literally figures out every single question and skill that needs to be mastered. It creates the roadmap for the student. You get to see it from the teacher portal, and you get to work with that student individually or pair them up so that not only are they going to pass the exam, but they're going to do even more than just pass the exam. And when we onboard teachers, it's reminding them that this is not just some other program they're clicking into and they have to do the lift and they figure everything out. No, Roadmaps does a lot of the lift for you. And as a writing teacher, when I found out and understood how this program worked, I was like, oh my gosh, if they had something like this for writing, where my students would be, where I would be as a teacher, I would have saved hours and hours of creating lesson plans, knowing Roadmaps is here to actually do a majority of the lift for you based on the student performance. It gets you the data, it crunches the numbers, and then basically lays out a plan that, if implemented correctly, are going to get students to that end goal. And to me, that's the ultimate win in terms of saving time and utilizing that time to work with students during that tier two intervention block, so that if they do experience a question on roadmap so that maybe they don't get, you're right there to help them versus figuring out, well, now I got to make a lesson scaffolded to 30 different students, and that is very time consuming and more often than not does not work. So roadmaps is kind of the helping hand to keep you on track there.